Ahí estamos, pues estamos viendo el broadcast del show de los Saladrines y de verdad que me siento muy, pero muy contento. Estamos en un lugar de verdad de esto del boxeo. And I want to welcome a very young little guy in this of the boxing. And I just feel happy, man. What's your name?
Jeremy Ortiz.
Jeremy, welcome. I want to thank you before starting off, basically for this little time. I know you guys are busy, you guys are doing your training, but I want you to talk to us, Jeremy, a little bit. How did you got into this boxing thing? Because I know it's something very hard. You need to keep your mind 100% when you're training, when you're getting ready. But I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you got into this boxing thing?
Right now I'm 22. I've been doing this since I was around 12 years old. I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
So my father was putting me in different sports, with football, trying out like soccer, baseball, and eventually we got into combat sports where I started off doing things like taekwondo, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and eventually I found myself doing MMA.
Okay.
And in MMA, that's when I started using my hands a little bit more. My dad was seeing that, and he was asking me, he's like, hey, do you want to just do boxing? So then that's how I just got into boxing. And then from there, we went gym hopping, from gym to gym. We were training in our garage, and that's when I started getting my first fight. And then I started going to tournaments, getting ranked nationally in the country. And then here I am, now pro, with 5 fights, soon to be 6.
Wow. So all of this, that you told me right now, that you told us a little bit that you tried some other sporting. So what got your attention of this of the boxing? You thought that if this was yours, that you could handle what is boxing and all this stuff? Because I know the other sports that you just said, there's something else. But this of the boxing, you thought basically that was your thing?
Yeah, I guess, I was young, so I guess for me it was just like I wanted to just do something.
Okay.
But while I was doing boxing, I guess I just found like it was the most, like it was the best sport for me.
Okay.
And I just felt more interested in doing boxing, using my hands, and I don't know, I guess fighting someone. That I just stuck with it, and I didn't want to do any other sport.
So, how was Jeremy when he was in school? You were one of the people that like to look for fights, or you're just one of those little guys that, okay, just leave him alone, let him tell me whatever he got to tell me?
I never got into fights. I never had really big confrontations. I was always just quiet. I never had trouble dealing with people. I was tried to be cool, chill. I never got into fights, and I never made a problem with anybody.
Now, you see the ring for the first time. What is going in through Jeremy's mind?
Well, when I was younger, so my very first fight as an amateur.
Okay.
That was I was nervous, but I guess I was still little, so I was just doing whatever I could when I got out there. But then my very first professional fight, that felt different. I felt the crowd. I felt like really nervous, and then I felt like really excited. I was like I had all this energy built up, and I was so excited with everybody watching me. And the fact that it was my first fight, first professional fight, and the first step into my dream of being a world champion.
Okay.
So the guy, I stopped him in the first round, and I jumped on the ropes and I was yelling like I'd never done that before ever in any of my fights.
Okay.
So that was the feeling of my first fight.
Now, what keeps you going? Now that you said 22?
Yes.
Now that you're 22, what keeps you going in this of the boxing? Because I know it's something that you guys wake up, you gotta wake up at 4 in the morning, you gotta do your things, but what keeps you going?
It's just my dream. It's the fact that I am chasing this thing, and I've been doing it my whole life, and there's a lot of people that have been supporting me. So to me, it's like I get up every day and it's just to chase it and for that opportunity. And to help show like for everybody else, even for myself, like it wasn't worth nothing. I want to do this, and I want to go as far as I can in these. Once I get to once I get to that peak or wherever it is that it's that time to stop, I'll know. But right now, I feel like I'm not at that point, and I want to keep going.
What do you think that Jeremy needs through all this? You think there's something missing out on you of the boxing?
That I'm missing in boxing.
Yeah, you think there's something else that you need to get up there where you want to be?
For me, it's just more. It's the. I guess it's the eyes. More people to see me, and that's why I'm here. I'm trying to get my fights. Once I get more people to see me and I have more people to follow, that's really, I feel like it's all I'm really missing. Because besides that, I have the training. Coming from Chicago all the way to Riverside, Rhino Valley, so I can train with some of the best at Club Garcia's Boxing Academy. Killers out here, so they're making me better, and I'm getting my fights. So for me, it's just trying to get as much publicity as I can.
Now, what do you have to leave on the site to come out here? How you said it, to Moreno Valley. What do you have to leave out there in Chicago to basically come all the way over here or fly out here and concentrate yourself 100%? What is it that you have to leave out there?
My family.
Besides the girls, I know, journey and all that stuff, but what do you have to leave on the side?
Well, my family and then my job. Well, my job is I work at the major. So my dad ended up opening up a gym last year, and we're building it up. So for me, it's more I'm kind of leaving my job over there to come out here, and as well as like helping out my family with whatever else they need to come out and train. But they support me. We always have it planned out, so it's not a big problem, and they allow me to be able to come out here and chase.
There's a time journey where you just want to throw the top. Because I know it's not easy for you. You know how you said it right now. Your dad just put out a gym a year ago. Basically, that's what you live out of, and you gotta come out here to do your thing, to be yourself, be the I guess a big old boxing guy out there known. But basically, for you, has there been time where you just want to throw the towel and say, you know what, Johnny? No more boxing. Just concentrate in your job, but it's the gym, and do whatever you have to do.
I've definitely had struggles, but I've never felt like I had to throw in the towel or quit boxing. I always felt like even through like the hardest time where I feel like I might be having really bad days at practice, or I just might be having a rough time just in living. I always felt like I didn't want to stop boxing. Like if I felt like I got close to a point, I sat down and I would talk to my family, even my father, because he's my coach. He's the one who's really been helping me through all this. So I talked to him and I asked him like, hey, what do you think? And it's like he's right. He tells me if I don't feel like, if there's no doubt in my mind that I can still keep going, then keep going. And if I'm ready to stop, then stop. He'll support me either way.
Sorry to interrupt you, but what does your mom say through all this? I know mom is one of the panic kids, like, son, just leave boxing, don't do
my
it.
Mom, yeah, my mom's always like, you can just stop, you can just quit. Aww. She's always like that, but even through my fight, she's always the loudest one. She's always the one helping me, helping everybody know that I have a fight. Everybody's telling them to come and support me, helping me out when it comes to like my uniform, things like that. So even when it comes out here, like she always calls, like she talks to me every day. She calls me, she's like, hey, how's everything out there? Do you need anything?
It's alright, don't worry, mom. I'm here with some little white girls. I'm out here trying to chill it. But I basically through all this, who designs your uniform? Because I've seen some black and red uniform. That's a nice one, man. I love it. Man, the color.
That's so like my dad and I we're the ones who really come up with it. So I pick the colors, and then he goes on the websites and he tries to figure out like a design for it, and then he'll come and show me a couple different ones, and then I end up picking the final, like the one I really want to wear. Yeah. And that's how it goes. And then my mom puts on like the stickers and stuff, whatever you see on the uniforms.
Wow. So through all this, basically, talk to me a little bit more. What time do you wake up to do your running thing, or everything is back here at the gym, or?
Yeah, for out here it's different. So we train Monday through Friday here. In the mornings I just wake up, make sure I eat breakfast from between 6 7, 8 o'clock. I wake up, make sure I get breakfast, and I have energy for the gym.
Okay.
And then we're over here by 10 o'clock to start training. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays we spar. So we spar 3 days a week. And then Tuesdays, Thursdays we just train. And then Saturdays I go for runs in the morning. Sometimes during the week, like right after like days like today, or not today, but like after sparring, if I feel like I want to go for a run, I'll go for a run or a jog. And then Sundays I just rest up for the week.
And there's some days that there's like, we could say like little naughty days where you just wanna eat your little food, your favorite plate, and you're like, let me take it, let me escape, let me eat this burrito because I haven't had a burrito for weeks already. Is there?
So when it's farther away from the fight, I'll eat something nice.
Okay.
I'll indulge myself in something like those bigger foods.
Okay.
But as I get closer, especially like this is my last week, really before next week I have my fight. I don't really have that luxury of being able to eat what I want to eat. I gotta make sure I maintain my weight. So
How much are you fighting in? How much is your weight when you're fighting?
so for this fight, I'll be fighting at 126.
126. Wow. So basically, through all this, is there a goal that you need to cash up, or you need to accomplish, or you already accomplished all your goals that you haven't?
Oh no, I'm far from accomplishing all my goals. My next goal is I want to get signed to a big promotional company, so I can finally be on TV, and then from there, I just want to be able to fight for a world title, and then also be the undisputed champion, being able to have all the belts. Like that's my biggest goal.
Listen, man, I know you're gonna accomplish one of those goals that you're telling me right now. I know you're gonna accomplish. I've been seeing your videos on Instagram, and you're doing your gym and all that stuff. And basically, man, I know you're gonna catch up. You're gonna be up there, and I'm just gonna wish you the good luck, man. What advice can you give a new boxer that probably is seeing this interview and is saying, hey, wait a minute, if Jeremy is doing it, he passed through all that. What advice can you give that person or those boxers that are out there? They want to take that big old step to going through that sporting of the boxing.
Yeah. My biggest advice, man, is just keep chasing it. Just keep chasing it. As long as you want it and you're not, and there's no doubt in your mind that you want to keep chasing it. And if there's other things that are going on, then it's okay to step back. But if you want it, keep going for it. That's my biggest advice.
Wow. So now going back through how you said it a little while ago, how do you get ready for your fight? There's a fight coming up. That is
November 1st.
November 1st. Oh, a couple of days. So how does Jeremy get ready for all this?
So I come out. So I get ready back at home. I make sure I'm in good shape before I come out here. So Moreno Valley. I'm out here for between like 2 weeks to a month.
Okay.
So for this one, I was only out for 2 weeks because it was a very short turnaround for this fight.
Okay.
So I came out real quick so I could get some good sparring in. And then on my last week, I'll be back home. And then that's when I just focus on my weight, make sure I'm sharp. And then I just focus on making the weight. And then once I make the weight, fuel up, eat, and then it's fight day.
Oh man, I wish you all the good luck, Jeremy, and basically through all this, I wish you all the good luck. I know you're gonna win that fight, and I have faith on you that you're gonna go ahead and win it. And hopefully, all your goals that you have in mind, you compliment. And basically, I wish you all the good luck.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you for this time. And how could they look on you on Instagram and Facebook?
They can find me on Instagram. So my Instagram is Gio, so Gio_15. Follow me.